I think we need that right there.
Windmill rooster? Don't think so.
Oh, come on.
Hey everybody, we're over here at Winnie, Texas Trade Date Festivals today. They have all kinds of stuff over here. They have anywhere from home decor to
Decor to
whatever
chicken
it is.
windmills.
Chicken windmills. I mean, if you've never seen a chicken windmill in person, you're missing out. We've gone in the gates like maybe 50 feet and we've seen the leatherwork, metalwork, like adobe. I don't know what kind of pottery work that is, but it's all super cool. So come go with us.
Summer and Cody, I'm so sorry.
Stress you out driving and all this traffic when you're used to going nowhere?
No, surprisingly not. Why, does it stress you out?
It does stress me out. You're driving and all this traffic when you're not used to going.
Whenever we got home from the Winnie Trade Days, we decided to go ahead and get some taping and mudding done to the house. We have so much of this left to do, so knocking out a wall at a time is really going to help us. So the wall that we decided today was in the dining room. Like we talk about all the time, we definitely are not carpenters or sheetrockers by any means. So taking it a wall at a time is going to help us, just so that way it's not too overwhelming. Well, y'all, we are fixing to get back to work. We are going to get these lights hung up, but before we do, we wanted to show y'all our favorite thing that we got from the Winnie Trade Days.
Boom.
Is this not the coolest thing?
Super cool. I think so anyway. Out of all the stuff they had there, this is my absolute favorite.
We did purchase some other things, but like he said, definitely our favorite. So if y'all have any good suggestions about where we should put this, I said that we should take the street sign down that we live on and just go ahead and hang this up. But Jim thought that that would not be the best idea in the world.
Only because somebody would probably steal this. I mean, look at this peach.
Oh yeah, and you could only read it from one side. We're really happy that we went to the trade days and we got to get out of the house, just a little bit of family time, and now we are ready to hit it again.
The lights we're going to be installing in the kitchen are these 6-inch LEDs. They're really pretty cool. They're adjustable, so you can adjust them over to where the color is almost like an incandescent bulb. A regular old light bulb. Or if you want it more white light, more LED, you can just keep shifting it in that direction. They're also made to retrofit if you have old style canister recessed lights with this little doodad in it. You can just screw this up in here. You squeeze these wires together, poop, pop right up in there, boom, got an LED. So we thought they were really cool. We hooked one up and let it run for a while, and the light's really, really cool, so it's not, you can tell it's not gonna draw any amps. These lights are really, really bright, 3,500 lumens. So what makes sense, but let's put 12 of them in the kitchen. Be like daylight at night. Considering what these things are, they're really inexpensive, we thought. So we're gonna drop the link in the description in case y'all need any of these.
We are really gonna put 12 lights in here, so we're gonna do 3 rows of 4. We're gonna have a row in front of the door, even with this side of the windows, and then even with the pantry over here. We could easily get off shifting the straight lines that we're gonna be putting these lights in. So we're gonna go ahead and pull a string, that way we know exactly where we need to put them at.
So there's probably a million easier ways to do this rather than the way we're gonna do it. It's really kind of the only way we know how to do it, and we want it to be perfectly straight. So we're gonna use a square. Find the center of the doorway, which should be right in here in this median piece. Put a little mark on the sheetrock, and we're gonna put a screw in right there. Just a loop for that end. Pull it on here and throw a hitch on it. There we go. Then it won't fall off if you give it some slack.
So Jim's gonna hold the string on the other side, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the square up here, and we're gonna run the string right along the edge of the square. That could not have worked out any better replacement.
It's lined up really good. I'm pretty excited the way it's falling out. The outside floating edge of the wall was supposed to be lined up with the door, and it fell out because the crack in the door is perfectly lined up with this. So it's gonna look really symmetrical, thank goodness.
So we measured 14 feet from the center of the door to the pantry. So we're gonna try and get these next set of lights to fall out about that 7-foot mark. So this time we're just gonna take our screws and measure over 7 foot because we know that they're exactly in line with each other.
Got 2 down, 1 to go. So I know this probably looks super easy, and it really is, but there are so many things to take in consideration when you're laying this stuff out. All right, so we have our lath running this way. So you'll see the lines of screws through here. That means everywhere there's a screw, there's a lath. So I can't be drilling a hole through the sheetrock to put this flush mount LED if I'm going to drill up into the lath. Now, the laths are nailed to the ceiling joists. The ceiling joists are running in the opposite direction. Ceiling joists. So, we also don't want to be drilling up through the sheetrock and boom, hitting the ceiling joist, not being able to put our light in, having a big circle hole. Not cool. We actually did put a lot of thought into this. I know it looks really rudimentary, but we only want to do this one time.
So the next task that we have is going to be to find where exactly we're going to have all 4 of these lights fall out. Well, we actually figured this out before we even put these sheets up here without even realizing that. And what I mean by that is we put all these laths, so where all these screws are, on 16-inch centers. Well, there's 4 rows of sheetrock that go down. So we're gonna put 4 lights in a row, which means that 1 light for every sheetrock. Well, we wanted it to be centered in the sheetrock anyway, so perfect. There's already X's and everything to go ahead and line this up, which is gonna make this a lot easier on us. So what we're gonna do is take this row of X's, which is 24 inches, that's the center of the sheetrock, and put a little Sharpie dot. That way we know exactly where to drill. And the reason that we have to use a Sharpie is because I don't want to have any confusion with all this coloring that Ladley had done on this sheetrock. So we're gonna use this orange Sharpie, and then this will be an exact spot where we're gonna start drilling our holes for the lights. So taking our square is gonna be this simple. I know, shocking. We really did something to help ourselves. I'm so proud of us. We're gonna take it, we're gonna even it out with the X's, slide it over till it barely just touches that string, and then right there. Only 11 more to go.
Now we got all our red dots put in place. Time to break out the hole saws. So after a lot of debating with Lydia with me, and me with myself, I'm thinking that the biggest hole saw that we have is gonna be pretty close to the size that we need. If it has to be bigger than this hole, I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out, but that's the biggest one we got. It looks like it'll work. It's gonna be close. We're just gonna shoot for the hip. What's the worst that could happen? We could have a big incorrect hole in the ceiling. Did y'all really seriously think we was gonna drill a hole in the ceiling without checking it first? We've never put any of these in before, but supposedly straightforward. You just squeeze these in, put the wires in through the hole, in Houston we have a problem. And the first problem that we ran into, this did not fit. And it's because these springs are too wide, the distance between these two springs. So it looks like there's a wider setting for the spring and a closer proximity setting right there, it's adjustment. So we're gonna try to adjust it in and try it and see if it'll fit this time. Okay, here goes round 2. We're gonna get the wire back in the hole, squeeze the wires together. So this is what it looks like from the back side. This is what's gonna be hidden in the attic. Not super impressed with that. I mean, the thought process is good, but there's no way this is gonna be held in place. But I think I can flip these upside down and the springs might hold it closer to the ceiling. Let's try that. Now that will work. There is no way that's gonna fall out of there that way. So I think what we just did is we took a normal, everyday, store-bought contraption and turned it into the Hooters holder. The LED light Hooters holder. That's right. If you need something to hold your light, flip your springs upside down backwards, instant Hooters holder. That works really good.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Do you think that's the way they were supposed to go? Or they're supposed to be designed from the factory and they just had them flipped upside down backwards? Flipped upside down backwards. I just said that.
Fast like.
And twice.
One more time?
No, I don't think that's right. Is that grammatically correct? Upside down? Who knows? Anyway, it works. We can rock on now.
Well, let's get our holes drilled and go on from there.
I can't speak for Lydia, but I can't even measure the excitement that I feel in my heart knowing that I'm gonna be able to flip a switch in this house and like real lights are gonna come on. Not a shop light with plumber's tape screwed to a joist or something. It's like you flip the light and like the lights that are gonna live here, they're gonna stay on. It is crazy. It's the little things, you know, it really is.
Sweetheart,
Yes.
I think you need a little bath.
I'm glad I'm not fixing to walk out the door to go grocery shopping or something, you know what I mean? Let's see.
Well, besides the huge mess that we have and not just talking about you.
Well, that really wasn't too bad. I mean, other than all the dust. You know, it's amazing that really the layout on something like this, the thought behind it, you know, just like running those strings and measuring and marking, and the layout takes 5 times the time that the actual work does.
Always.
It's crazy, but it's worth it. Look, everything's symmetrical, nice, neat.
So I'll clean all this up if you want to get yourself cleaned up.
I'll just dust myself off with the broom, it'd be good.
No, it will not be. I ain't tracking that through the house.
What have going on under here? That's funny. Slowly, this dream of having lights in our kitchen is slowly becoming reality. We spent a lot of time last night. We built a whole wiring harness for these kitchen lights. And now they're all stubbed down and ready to get put into place. Now, we're ready to join the lights to the couplings and put them all in place and see what it looks like. Are you excited?
I am. I hope that Lad can't reach that light switch though. She's gonna be so excited to have a light switch in the house that works now.
It's so funny, the little things that you take for granted, but being able to walk in your own home, turning the light switch and like permanent lights come on, it is such a monumental step.
So all that we're gonna have to do is just plug in the orange into the orange, connect.
Color
That's how I
coordinated.
am. That's why they make it color coordinated.
Just put the color to the color and you should be all good.
I mean, is that how any wiring works?
Yeah, for the most part. Not all cases, but for the most part it does.
Is it for this situation?
That is exactly
Okay.
the case.
Well, then let's do it.
All right, orange. Find some
Orange?
orange. I'll bring you some orange. We'll get some orange.
Okay, orange to orange.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up. And I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. Cause I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on.
So the only light that we have right now is from the windows, so we turned off every other light and we are fixing to turn them on and see them for the first time.
And we have not turned them on. This will be our first time to see them on is with you. I'm beyond ready. I'm
do the honors.
super stoked about this. You ready? Come on everybody, let's see.
The sky is gray or blue.
Oh, what?
Cause I am on.
I love it.
Oh my Lord.
I won't slow down.
This is awesome. I kind of feel like it's somewhat resemblance to the NASA Space Center.
You really like it?
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but we've only used shop lights for so long that it feels like this is like lights off a Christmas tree.
All this light, I'm ready to cook something now.
Hey.
Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down.
You like?
That looks so good.
Oh,
Wait.
oh yeah.
How did you do that?
I have no idea. I
Wait.
flipped the light switch off and I flipped it back on. I had no idea that they did that.
Wait,
That is
what?
super cool. Look at that. I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Is that like a nightlight option or
It
something?
is. Okay, wait, now flip it and flip it back on and see what happens.
Oh my God, what if the lights don't come back on?
Wait, you ready?
See if it works. Oh, now both's on. Okay. That is
That's
super
so
cool.
cool.
Ha!
Oh, I like that.
That is a nightlight option.
That's like movie theaters. Here on the Cajun Country home front, it does not take a lot for us to be impressed.
No. The craziest thing is we actually purchased these. We bought these and had no idea that that would happen. Like, where did we not read that that would happen?
Well, we ordered also like a 13-inch one to go in front of the sink, and I knew that one did it, but I didn't know that these small ones did it.
Me either.
We might have to change out our light switch.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I mean, we wired this house, but I mean, I wonder what kind of light switch you would use for that.
Sounds like a question for Jerry.
Yeah.
Our nice phone a friend.
Good old Uncle Jerry. Jerry will have to help us out there. Good questions.
I think he likes it. Poor Jerry's had to put up with me in my entire existence. One of my dad's really good friends has known me since I was a wee little child, and that poor man has gotten heck from me since I was just a wee little lass. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to enjoy our lights for the rest of the day, and tonight, whenever it gets dark outside, we will show y'all how it looks. Now, let's go fishing.
Now you have my attention. Well, a little change of scenery. Now we're back here in a boat where you normally see us riding our buggies. All the rain from the winter is starting to catch up with us now. Now the river is starting to flood the river bottom, so all these woods are flooded. Well, now the catfish is going to start coming up here into these trees. So we got a surprise for them.
So what we're going to be doing today is you're going to put out 3 hoop nets. I just heard something.
I did too.
Probably an alligator.
Right back here in this top. No, that's too cold for them. They like warm weather.
And yes, every time we get out on the water, people ask, are there alligators? Absolutely. So Jim used to go put out nets, well, I guess he still do, put out nets with his daddy, and his daddy's what, 80? 80 years
81.
old. And we actually drove past a few of his nets that he has out. They pulled his nets up the other day and had 142 pounds. So I'm really curious what we're gonna end up having.
Just for the record, I hope it's not 142 pounds. I hope it's more like 4 pounds. I like fish, but I don't like them to that extreme. Lord have mercy, look at there. I thought somebody checked these.
Not me.
Whose job was it to check the
Not me.
Remember. Oh, I got it. I looked at it. It's on there.
How bad is it?
Oh, I don't know how you could miss it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Should have taller boots.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's why I wear these. Who cares if they get wet or not? Okay.
So along with getting the lights up in the kitchen, we were able to put these 3 nets out. And that's a productive week for us. Y'all are gonna have to wait till Friday to find out what we end up catching.
Lydia took the helm and she set 3 nets out.
Okay, so they're my nets now. They're only my nets if we catch a lot.
That's right. Yeah, if we don't catch nothing, I didn't have nothing to do with it. We're gonna do a kind of a little fun thing. So if you can guess how many pounds of fish it's gonna end up being in these nets, drop down in the comments before Friday's video and whatever your guess is. Whether if it's 2 pounds, 25 pounds, 120 pounds, who knows? Whatever your number is. And the person that gets closest, we're gonna send you a free t-shirt.
So all you got to do is make sure that you're subscribed to us. And the end of Friday's video, whenever we go to pick up our nets, we're going to look back and see on Wednesday's video, which is this video, to see who got the closest, and we'll be announcing it then. So y'all make sure to be watching out for Friday. And hey, if we pick you, make sure to leave us your email so we can get a hold of you and get your t-shirt sent to you. So we will see y'all on Friday, Cajun family.
Bye, y'all.
Best of luck.